Hey guys, so I'm climbing my way up the puzzle rating ladder using this option, which is the custom option. And now this is video number 3, and we're going to look at the 500 to 750 rating range. We're in custom, which means these are unrated, and I'm just doing this for the point of training and for improvement. Okay, so let's go. Okay. All right, there's a hanging pawn. There's a check. I don't think there's any way out of this check, do you, boys and girls? Bishop's on a dark square, can't block. Knight's on a light square, can't block. This is the problem, right? That, I think, is mate in 1. There you go, right? So it's almost like if you've seen the scene in Men in Black when all the applicants for the MIB position get thrown into this shooting range, and there's all these things flying around, monsters, and the cardboard cutouts of all kind of stuff going on in the city scene, and they're all kind of blasting away at the thing, and Will Smith's there going, nah, and then he goes, and takes out this little girl, cardboard cutout, this little girl, and then has to explain himself. And that's very much like what's going on here with the puzzles, because there's all this stuff going on, and some of it, or much of it, is very often irrelevant. It's a distraction, right? There's one key thing, and you have to find that key thing. So put yourself in the mind of Agent J in that instance. Okay, we're going to do 10 puzzles. All right, and breathe. So what is the situation? Black has all his pawns. We've lost 1. We've taken out there. We have Bishop takes there with check. I think that is our only check, right? Bishop takes there with check. Black's got knight takes. Does that help us? I don't know, right? So we don't have a Greek gift, for example. If we could take there and king was forced to take, that would be one thing. We have this. And that threatens... No, it doesn't even threaten mate, because the knight's guarding that square. Similar. We had this in the previous one, in 253 to 500. Check. But look, the bishop has vacated this square, and we win a queen. Okay, discovery. I'm sure there's people sitting at home shouting at me going, discovered, attack on the queen. All right. Now, one thing I see is if the queen can go there, it's checkmate. Okay? And one of the great things that puzzle teaches you, which is hard to learn any other way, is forcing moves. Okay? So what I'm thinking is if I take that rook, okay, this king is in check, right? He's in check, and he can't stay on the back rank, and he can't go here because that is attacked by queen and bishop. So if I take that, queen takes there, is forced, right? It's the only legal move. I can't see another one. Right? Bishop can't take the rook. Okay, and when this queen vacates here, she's no longer guarding that square. Okay, so I think it's this. Checkmate. Okay, so you see how I had to work backwards from... I saw the checkmate, but it wasn't a checkmate. I had to make it into a checkmate. Good stuff. Okay, 3 down. 7 to go. Alrighty. Fun in the sun. Alright, white is winning. But I have a check. White is very much winning, right? It seems, because white's got a queen. We haven't even got a queen, but what about this? Can't go there. Can't go there or there because of the pawn. Can't take the pawn. Is this mate in 1, boys and girls? I think it might be. Boom! Mate in 1. Never miss mate in 1. This is great stuff. Yes, it's mate in 1. Cool. Right, okay. Now, so the bishop has just moved here. Why did the bishop move there? Well, this rook can now move with the discovered check, And as we've just seen, for example, rook could move here. We're in check, queen can't block because she's on a dark square, and we lose the queen after the king has to move here, for example. So that's not very good. However, we have this, which is a nice check, and that forces the king here. And that's a good clue, yeah, particularly at lower levels. I mean, in higher level puzzles, you can get a situation where actually your opponent has 2 or 3 responses to your first move, but each of them leads on to a forced sequence, yeah? So let's run with this one, because I don't see anything immediate, okay? So let's say queen here, king here. And yes, we grab a rook. And then, oh, if the king's on here, there's no way for white to move this rook and attack our queen. He can move the rook and grab a pawn, but no problem. So I think that's it. I think it's here. And then we win material. Then, oh look, discovered check. But he couldn't move. The only place he could have moved to and won the queen was there, but the king's in the way now, because the king had to move there. And we just go here and win. Yeah. Now we are basically a whole exchange up and a pawn, 2 pawns. Okay. Right, similar situation. We've got bishop takes rook there with a discovered check. So what is possible? We've got knight takes. Right, if knight takes, that eliminates that problem. If knight takes there, queen takes here, not a problem, king takes. Is that the solution? Simply knight takes bishop? Or is there something eviler? I can't pin the queen because queen takes queen. I've got a check here or a check here. If I go here, but just pawn takes, it's pointless. If I go here, queen takes, nothing's gained, eh? Is it just knight takes bishop? This isn't a problem because queen takes rook, yeah, with check. So I think it's that. Right? And sometimes you have to be prepared for the fact that the right move to play is very, very obvious and simple, right? And that's another thing that puzzles teach you. Sometimes you have to play the obvious. Very often winning attacks are a case of just, right, I just need another rook behind. I just need to bring more material, and then it's a forced win. Okay. Oh, right. I'm enjoying myself. Right, I have a check. I have a check. Okay. Now let's evaluate these. Now, so is the queen just captured? Yeah, queen's just captured a pawn. Now that's kind of a threat right now, but not right now because queen takes. Now I could attack the queen. A lot of beginners would just go, get out of my space, I'll attack you. Right? But that's not going to win the puzzle, I don't think. I think that we're going to have checks. Now this one looks nice because, again, discovered attack on the queen. Boom, boom. Discovered attack on the queen. Bishop here. And then once you think you've got it, figure it out. Right? Go over it again and figure it out. And that's another reason why not to use timed puzzles until you get really good. So, the queen's undefended. So the queen's going to have to drop back to here. Okay? But then, bishop takes queen. Yeah, I think that's it. Simple as that. And we win the queen, and we go on to win. Alright, next puzzle. Okay, so bishop has just taken here. Common pattern. We have bishop and pawn. Sorry, bishop and rook looking at the same pawn. Pawn can't take the bishop because the pawn is pinned by the rook. Now, we do have this. Okay, win some material. Not to be sniffed at. However, then what happens? If we take that, the king can't be on these files at all because we've got 2 rooks. So the king has to go here or here, and he can't go here because of this bushy bush, right? So if I take that, the king must go here. Then if I bring this rook across, again, we're like in a ladder mate situation. King can't stay here, has to go onto the G file. And when the king goes onto the G file, we take the bishop, because the king is blocking the rook. Good stuff. Nice puzzles. Okay. Interesting times. This is an interesting one. Alright, so let's figure it out. Pawn takes pawn, rubbish. Queen takes queen, we lose. Bishop takes bishop, doesn't force anything. So queen takes queen, pawn takes queen is pretty much forced. So his pawn is now going to be here. And the queens are gone, pawn's there. Oh! Overworked pawn. Look, pawn is the only defender of the queen, pawn is the only defender of that bishop. So queen takes queen. Simple. We win a piece. And we're now a piece up in the endgame. Hooray! Right, one for the road. Don't lose, Hunty. I spy with my little eye something beginning with P. Do you see it? Right, bishop's taken there. The pattern is king, queen. Same diagonal. What colour is it? Light squared. Do we have a light squared bishop? Yeah-ha. Is that square defended? Yeah-ha. Win the queen and go on to win the game with ease. Hooray! What fun. I've really enjoyed these puzzles so far. So we're going to crack on. I'm going to do 750 to 1000 and I'll see you there.